Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Mike, and to my left we have...
Hey, this is Ryan. I'll be playing Kincaid the Sorcerer. Last episode, whilst in the dark forest, Kincaid found a dagger off the body of a zombie that was from his homeland. So that makes two things Kincaid has found from his homeland.
It's just like we're getting into your backstory, I feel like.
I think so.
Hey, this is Nick. I play Vaso, the half-orc barbarian. And in last episode, Vaso loses his dad's pocket knife to one of those forest creatures that steals shiny things.
Hey, it's Sam, and I'm playing Red, the elf formerly known as Woods. And she's really confused, right? A little ornery. She's having a hard time seeing in the forest. Her bow broke. The dark woods are clearly affecting her, and not in a good way.
All right, so last we left off, we just finished a combat. I believe Vaso had fallen down on that combat, but was able to get back up with his relentless endurance. And I think, Kincaid, you had found the dagger.
Yep,
and
found the dagger.
Also a diary.
Yes.
Yes, I have that. It's right here.
Diary, purple scarf with dagger from my homeworld.
Yes, you picked up two things. The tree had dropped a diary, and then one of the ghouls had a dagger, and on the sheath of the dagger was the symbol of your people.
Yes.
You tried it.
Tried it, yep.
I believe that is where we left off.
All right. Well, Vaso is going to try to... I guess he's going to ask anybody, does anybody have any healing potion?
Fresh out.
Yeah, so, and then she's going to cast Cure Wounds, only at first level, but she's going to do it twice for you. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I'll take
So
whatever.
we're going to do 1d8. Oh, try that over here. Should have took the other roll. 1d8 plus spellcaster, so 6 points on that one. Oh, and 11.
Awesome.
On
Thank
that.
you.
Also, she's realizing she's the healer of the party. And her Cure Wounds is all she knows how to do, so we're going to have to work on that next time.
Kincaid is all offense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Clearly, we're all offense. We're going to have to work on that. She's like having these thoughts as she's sitting there, like casting the spell on her friend.
And Vaso, go ahead and roll 2d20 for me.
2d20.
Tell me the results.
Or don't tell him. That might be more fun for you.
Oh, great. A 1 and a 15.
Reroll the 1 for me.
3.
Okay.
Slightly better.
Interesting. He's tracking your d20s for some reason.
I know, right? I don't know if that's
He's
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
This is a podcast. You can't see it. But he's got a list going of Nick's d20 rolls, and then underneath it just says Red, meaning the character I'm playing, -- goddess, and there's a bunch of little tiny stars all the way around it.
Aw.
She's looking at my notes.
I also feel like
We need to get you a screen.
Yeah, we need to get your
one of those
little
D&D
wall-
screen. Remember that?
Didn't I get
got
you
the
one for your
wall.
birthday?
Yeah,
I
you
have
did.
2, actually. But it just makes
Just
it more
means
fun.
nothing.
The thing that makes me a little bit more sad is he wrote Red, but before that he wrote my name, Sam. But I think he spelled it wrong because did you write Same, S-A-M-E?
Yeah, I just kept putting an E on the end.
And then he crossed it out. So it makes me really happy that he knows how to spell my name.
Or maybe it's Sammy.
See me?
No,
Try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Two people
here.
in my life call me that.
Oh.
And he's not
And
one
that's
of them.
you're not special.
I'm not one of them.
No.
Okay. So I guess while Vaso's being healed up, I'm going to be scouting ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Just making sure there's nothing coming.
Anything in particular you're looking for? Just enemies?
Enemies, yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Clearly I'm not focused on looking at enemies. 9.
You don't really notice anything out in the woods, so you feel like you are more secluded at this point.
Do I have a sense of how much further we're into the woods now from our campsite?
You guys were trying to follow that rat for quite a bit, and it didn't necessarily run in a straight line, so you're kind of a little bit lost, but go ahead and roll a survival.
Cool.
We'll see if you can pick up how deep you are in the woods.
3 plus something.
Are we all
Yeah.
rolling
I just have
survival?
no...
You're not quite sure.
Okay. I have no idea where we are.
That is up to you guys.
Great.
He was particularly looking around, trying to catch his bearings. So
I'm more of a water person
Then you are a woods person.
in more ways than one.
you
Okay.
would know that you walked,
I'm a little hurt.
I'm a red person now.
and you would know that you had ran away from the water. Like you do know that you're further from the river
we're
than when
in
you start.
deeper.
Yeah, you're in deeper.
All right, so Red is going to stand up and just try to get her bearings, and a lot has happened, so she's going to roll perception as well.
Go ahead and roll it with disadvantage.
Oh, great. 13.
What are you trying to perceive first?
I want to see what direction we came from and what direction the monsters that were attacking us were coming from.
I'm going to say with your 13, you're trying to piece all that together, but you're kind of distracted, which is why you had disadvantage. And the reason is because when you casted your Cure Wounds, you felt your goddess's presence, but she seems, lack of a better words, extremely depressed.
Lucha?
Lucha.
The
It's
moon
like-
goddess?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can really sense her presence right now. Like it's a really strong presence, but it's also a very strong, sad presence.
Well, this is not good because I'm a little sad. So,
So this is probably why your character's been a little bit confused, sad,
and
distracted.
yeah, there's definitely emotionally, there's a lot of things going on with Red currently. And the fact that she's like referring to herself as Red, also, she doesn't feel like herself. Okay, guys. I think this is the way. I think we have to find more of these monsters, right? Like that's the plan, is just to kill all the monsters.
Or at least clear out the woods for whatever's might be haunting it.
Go ahead, Vaso and Woods, make a history check.
6.
14.
Woods, you're still a little bit distracted because your goddess, you can basically hear her starting to cry now a
Oh.
little bit, like in
Oh my
the back
gosh.
of your mind. So you're really distracted. But Vaso, you notice that the dark shards from the creatures that you have killed aren't disappearing. Normally when you guys are killing Danoa, the dark shards over time would slowly dissipate and disappear. And that's not happening.
Oh, and I'll point that out. I'll be like, hey guys, these dark shards aren't disappearing. They normally disappear, right?
Yeah, I don't. This is. Are we in between planes? Like we didn't leave our plane, right? Like you. This isn't Dorma, and she's gonna look at Vaso because he spent the most of the time there.
Okay, so how does Vaso feel?
Irritable. And your head's starting to buzz a little bit. Your skin's kind of tingling. And you very much feel kind of like you did in Dorma.
Okay.
What is the matter with you two?
And she's gonna and she like puts her hand on her forehead and she's gonna look at Vaso. But when I was in Dorma the first time in the cave, like it was warm and welcoming, and I don't feel like that. Like
Or not answer my question.
I'm just
That's
sad.
fine.
It just, Kincaid,
I'm gonna go-
Like, what do you,
I'm just
what?
scouting.
No, come back.
No.
Yeah,
just,
and then
You all figure your torchy stuff out. I'm gonna make sure we don't get surprised attacked.
this isn't. But this is more than that. It's not just torchy stuff. Like this is what
And
we're
I'm
doing.
I'm casting bonfire right in front of me, so I can have some light.
Okay, so you have a nice big bonfire in the middle of the cave. You're probably,
Wait, we're in a cave.
no, middle of the field, sorry.
Yeah.
So you cast
It's a 5-foot cube, so it's not like again college party bonfire.
perfect. Big, lots
Just
of
a
light
little
source.
campfire.
Oh,
Wanna
little
half it.
campfire. Okay, you're halving it. All right, yeah, you get some light source in this field, that's highlighting that the dark shards aren't dissipating, but you can now see a good perimeter around, and you feel like nothing's sneaking up on you.
Okay.
Do you think this is Dorma?
I don't know. I mean, it feels like it.
Yeah, but we didn't go through a rift.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Well,
But I think we need to. God, I don't know. Where's that? Is that rat still near around here?
No.
Oh,
That
okay.
rat kept running.
yeah, you're not gonna get it back, bud.
As soon as you guys got into combat, it didn't slow down.
Hey, Kincaid.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we need to make a plan. We got to clear the forest, right? We've already done a pretty good job, and she's looking around at all the dark shards. So
Do we need to collect these dark shards? I don't know what you do with these shards.
I don't.
We usually collect the light ones.
The gold ones we collect, but we've never collected dark ones before. They have always just disappeared.
Do you think we should collect these since they're not disappearing? Does that cause you all concern?
Vasto's gonna walk up to one of them and just pick it up. Does he feel anything?
It feels like when you pick up a light shard, just it's a dark shard.
I don't know if I want to put these in my bag. I mean, I can put them.
I can put them in my bag.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. And then I think we need to.
So I have 3 shards. Did the tree leave a shard?
So the tree, when it shattered, had fell into multiple shards. So I'd say there's probably about 7 or 8 different shards. Now, Vaso and Woods, and probably Kincaid, you might know this, but if you remember in the lore of this world that some of the larger Genoa, when they die, they drop multiple shards.
Okay. Probably multiple things making them up.
Yeah.
Are you putting all of them in your bag?
I guess so, since no one else wants to.
It'd be a pretty tight fit because you don't have a bag of holding, right?
Unless you want to give me one.
No, I don't.
I mean, I have a backpack.
Okay.
Backpack, satchel. I don't know.
Sure. You probably have fit them all in there, but
Pack.
Vaso will take a couple.
okay.
He just
All
wants
right.
to-
He's lightening my load. Thank you. I mean, I feel like we're in deep already. Like, are you well enough to keep going? Or do you need
yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Because your friend might be out here somewhere, right? Didn't some light dude touch you?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's our friend.
Vaso's kind of
Well,
like
he didn't
Vaso's kind of
attack him.
irritable and like he's ready to go. Like he's
Well, let's. Are you ready to go?
Yeah,
Red?
no, the faster we can get this done, the faster we can get out of here. And yeah.
Do you remember which way the rat went? Can we figure that out? Can you look for tracks or something?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Forests are my favorite terrain.
Yep. Get advantage.
Ooh. What is investigation?
Survival. Since you're trying to track an
even
animal.
better. 23.
I would say yes, you'd be able to see a trail from where it ran off to.
Okay. This way. Follow me. And we're
Go.
gonna. And then I'm ready in action. I'm gonna have my bow out, ready to go in case we see something. Are you gonna lead the way with your bonfire? Is your bonfire traveling? Like in my mind, it's this.
No, I was just while we were healing, just
Okay.
have some extra light. We can make some torches
Oh,
if you
let's-
want to, or
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah.
before
let's
I
do that.
extinguish it.
Yeah, let's for sure make torches.
Yes.
Let me turn
Sorry.
the lights,
Also,
let me
for-
turn the lights
yeah.
down.
Sorry, you wonder why I said yes. Mike has these little, what do they call these, tea lights,
Yep.
and also little stands that
He
kind of
3D
look like
printed
torches.
little tiny torches for us to handle and walk through. Okay, so we have our little torches. We've gusted out the bonfire.
Vaso lead the way.
Oh, I'm in. Okay.
All right, I'm holding the dagger, by the way.
Okay, thinking
Just-
on it, holding it.
Yeah.
Vaso, go ahead and roll a dexterity check. I don't know what else to have you do.
Cool. 2 and I add my dexterity.
Yep.
So 4 total.
All right, so you guys start down the path following this rat trail. Vaso's leading the way, and then pretty soon you can't see the rat trail anymore, but you're just seeing Vaso's footprints.
We don't see Vaso?
No, you see Vaso.
Okay.
He's just been trampling all over the trail, and you guys have lost the rat trail.
Like we went in a circle or
Like,
something.
I probably should have gone first.
Like the ranger probably should have went first.
Yep. That's right. It's fine. Okay. Well, okay. God, she's so annoyed.
Can we?
Vaso's just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Why are we here again? Why
We gotta
are
kill.
here?
We gotta kill all the Genoa.
Okay. Well, let's go find them.
Yeah, let's
Why
go.
are we looking
Probably-
for a rat?
There's probably
Because
they'll
the
probably
rat's gonna
us-
lead us there to him.
I don't. Okay. I didn't think of that.
We could probably resummon the rat if you want to put out the diary or something.
Shiny object. Can we get if we get a bunch of people, we probably can't handle that, right? She's looking at Vaso, who's half dead. We probably couldn't create like a large diversion to have all these things come towards us, right? We want to kind of pick them off one by one.
The Genoa?
Yeah, the
Are you talking-
Genoa.
Probably one by one.
Okay, so let's go find
Given
them.
we don't know what else is in
Yeah.
this place.
All right, so I'm going to give me that. Give me something shiny.
Here's a diary that I don't care
Perfect.
about.
I'm gonna like kind of just hold it out of my hand and like walk around with it out.
Okay.
Can I?
Go ahead and roll a perception check as you're walking around carrying a diary in your hand.
21.
As you are walking around carrying the diary, it's kind of flickering in the light, and you see that the diary is the property of Blake Merle, the renowned druidic healer of the Purple Blades.
Oh, and I wrote that down before.
We should have read the diary.
Okay. Does anything come out to try to get the diary
How long are you waiting for?
until something comes out?
And something definitely comes out.
Great.
You start hearing some growling coming from the trees about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And then you hear some growling coming from the trees about 20 feet away to your left. And then some growling coming from the trees 20 feet to your right.
Great. We're surrounded.
And growling coming about 20 feet away from you from the back.
Perfect.
We waited too long.
4 on 3.
Vaso is gonna take his torch and he's gonna throw it in one direction toward the growling. You want to see.
As you toss the torch, you see that a demonic-looking two-headed dog is staring at you with beady eyes, and as soon as you toss the torch, it just starts lunging forward at you. And we can go ahead and roll initiative.
This is the episode we all die, by the way.
If you pet his belly, he might like you.
I have a 14.
19.
Oh, I should probably roll. 17 plus something.
right.
Sorry, I'm not on my modifiers today. 19.
Probably because your sheet's tucked away.
Too many papers.
You do have a lot of things over there.
Well, I'm a spellcaster. I got
Cast your spells.
Yes.
All right, I got a 19.
I got a 14.
What'd you get, Basso?
19.
I'll let you go first, being the
Barbarian. That's getting
gentleman
attacked.
sorcerer.
And my enemies got a 20. Makes sense. They're attacking you now. You guys are waiting. They were
Yeah.
setting up their ambush.
How many enemies do you need?
I'm just going to have all go on enemy one. So 2 of my death dogs are going to attack
Perfect.
Vaso. Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay. You take 3 piercing damage,
Oh, it's not bad.
and it's kind of holding you.
Like grappling.
Yep. It's like grabbing, like you put your arm out. I'm guessing it grabbed your arm.
Yeah. Okay.
And since it's holding you, the other one's going to get advantage on its 17,
Yeah, that hits.
8 piercing damage.
It's a little bit more significant.
And then
Basso dies again.
another one's going to come out of the wood line and attack red. 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 6 piercing damage. All right, another one comes out to attack red. 12.
Misses.
All right, so that one comes up but can't quite get lined up, but it is in melee with you. So we got 2 in melee with Vasa, 2 in melee with red. And Kincaid, you're kind of off to the side, not quite in melee combat.
Okay, Basso.
They don't like the taste of salt.
Oh. A little salty
A
over
little
here.
fishy.
Okay. So Vaso, he's mad, so he's gonna go ahead and go into rage.
Sounds good.
Immediately. So he's got one guy that's grappled to him, and then the other guy is attacking him. So he's gonna try to swing the guy that's grappled onto him off. He wants to get him off first.
Okay, so you're going to try to string off. So let's go ahead and roll strength checks, competing strength checks. You have advantage because you are enraged.
Natty 20.
Nice.
Yep, you easily throw the dog off, and it's going to actually hit the other dog. So they are both kind of pushed back about 10 feet, and they're prone.
Okay. And then he's gonna run up and swing away.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and roll with your axe.
Yeah, 16.
16 hits.
And 12. 8 damage.
Takes a pretty meaty chunk out of that one, but it is still on the ground, just waiting.
Were you enraged?
Yeah.
Did you add your 2?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think that's the end of my turn because I used to get him off. If it was that a turn.
So I've been trying to play, and I think I was going to make it a house rule. I just haven't put it on there yet, that skill checks will be bonus actions. So like you trying to break the grapple would just be a bonus action. So you still have your full action, which is you get multi-attack. So you can attack again.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and attack again.
Speaking of the hounds,
17.
You hit.
14 damage.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
I like all these random dice rolls.
I know.
5.
Where the dog had bit you, you look down and you see some of the skin around that bite mark is starting to fleck off as you take 2 points of damage because you have resistance right now because you're raging. It is like a necrotic type damage.
Kincaid.
Kincaid is going to firebolt one of the dogs on red. He may feel a little bad that, it didn't go for him. She's got 2 on him. Okay, so range spell attack. 20, non-natural.
All right, that hits.
14 damage.
Oh, man, you guys deal so much damage. I love it. The ones that's closest to red, the one that kind of grabbed onto her, just gets blasted and lets go.
Okay. And then I'm going to move away like 30 feet,
Okay, so putting some distance between you and the
but still
enemies.
within like 60 feet.
Sounds good.
That's all I got
That's
right
what
now.
you got right now?
So I'm grappled with one dog.
Nope, Kincaid just blasted that one off of you with his firebolt.
I give you a little Tim the Tool Man
Thanks.
salute.
So you're still in melee, but with 2 of them.
Red's going to open a rift.
Okay, you're going to open a rift.
Yep. I'm going to open a rift, and I'm going to do it at the 2nd level. And I want to open the rift, and I want to, open it so they run into it. Almost like a portal kind of a situation. These dogs.
Okay, so you're going to try to open a rift.
So the dog goes into it.
All right, so basically right between you and
The
the dog.
dog.
Okay,
Yep.
sounds good.
My next question is, can I open a rift and close it in the same turn? If I open it, they go through it. Can I close it again?
Yes, because it's a bonus action to use the
Yeah.
Gift of Light and Gift of Darkness spells.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of taunt the dog. So it kind of tries to get it to run towards me. And then
Here,
I'm gonna-
kitty. Like
Yeah.
that.
And then I'm going to open the rift in front of it. So I'm going to do it twice. So 5 damage. Does that open?
Yep, that opens a rift, and it looks nice and sunny outside.
Inside the rift, it looks sunny.
Inside the rift, it looks sunny.
We're freaking in Dorma. How did that happen? And she's like, okay. So she realizes this and does not want to send a death dog back to Ivana. So she's going to close it.
Don't worry about closing it. Before you close it, you notice that as soon as the rift opens, it slowly starts to close on its own.
Okay. Like it wasn't, I couldn't keep it open enough.
You might put that together.
Okay.
So you don't have to close it. It's going to stay open for a turn. If
Okay.
you want to close it, you can,
Yeah.
but it is going to close by the start of your next turn.
Okay. I'm going to leave it. To me, it feels like she opened it, she sees this sun, and then she realizes it's starting to shrink back. Like she
Yep,
can't
exactly.
hold it open long enough, partly because this is the first time she's done it consciously. Guys, we're definitely in Dorma. And she's going to grab her bow, and she's going to shoot the closest death dog she can see.
Okay, so you're going to take a step back to get around the rift so you
Yeah.
can shoot the death dog.
12.
That misses.
All right, she's going to attack again. That's going to hit with a 22.
Yep, that hits.
5 damage. Has this dog been hit before?
It has. It's the one that got hit with the firebolt.
Add another 7 to that.
So 12 damage.
Yep.
All right, this dog is not looking too hot. It's got a big singe mark
not
on
a
one
hot
side.
dog.
It's not a hot dog.
It's not a hot dog. And she is just like staring at Vaso like, we're in Dorma. And she is very confused.
Enemy number 1.
My 2 dogs that are attacking Vaso are just going to continue to attack Vaso. First dog, 19 to hit.
That hits.
3 piercing damage.
That total.
That's total, so
Okay.
half that would be 1. And then the second one, a non-natural 20 to hit, and that's 7 piercing damage.
So 3.
All right. Dogs that are attacking Red are going to attack her.
Great.
Yeah. You just attacked for about the same damage that Kincaid did, so it wouldn't change. 14.
Misses.
And the next one, 22.
That hits.
6 piercing damage.
Did Vaso see her woods or red open the rift?
That is up to you. If you want to have seen it, you can. If you want to play that you didn't see it because you're enraged, you can do that. I'll leave that decision to you.
She also yelled it.
I did
Oh,
say.
you did.
I
Oh,
did
yeah,
say
she
we're in
did.
Dorma. Yeah.
Okay. And I looked over and I saw the
Yeah.
rift,
You saw
so-
the sun coming through. So
Okay, so he is just going to attack again. 19.
That definitely hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then he's just going to attack again. 24.
That still hits.
And 13 damage.
You destroy one of the 2 that are on you,
Okay.
and it falls into a dark shard.
All right.
Still have one that's attacking you currently.
Cool.
cool. Okay. All right.
One down.
Yeah,
one more to
one
go.
down. I love that you're our tank.
Me too. So we got 1 on Vaso and 2 on Woods.
2 on Red. Yep.
Has the other one that was attacking Vaso been injured?
Not yet.
So only 2 have been.
Only 2 have been injured. One of those is now dead.
All right. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Ooh.
Oh, guaranteed hit.
First level. I'm going to have 2 darts hit the one that Vaso's facing and then 1 on the injured one.
Okay, sounds
on
good.
Woods. All right, so we'll do Vaso's dog first. 4. Oh, it sucked. 6 damage and then 5 damage on the injured one that Woods is.
Do you get your spellcasting modifier on those, or is it just the straight D4?
It says 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay, must not be then. It was an action. You still have a bonus action move.
I don't think I have any bonus spells.
So you have your
The
sorcery
sorcery
points,
points,
which
yeah.
allows you to do quickening, which lets you cast spells as a bonus action. I think it's 2 sorcery points or something.
Yeah, 2 sorcery points, change a cast time to a bonus action.
So if you wanted to, you have 6 sorcery points right now.
I do. All right, then I will use some sorcery points, and I'm going to help Vaso out because I know he's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to do Frostbite.
Ooh.
So the target must make a Constitution saving throw.
So he gets advantage because I'm within 5 feet. So with that,
I'll have disadvantage.
okay.
14.
That meets.
Ties go to the attacker.
So he failed. So he takes 2d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
All right.
6. Shoot. Drop my dice. It's a 5. Do you want to look?
Nope, that's fine. I trust
11.
you.
That was your first mistake.
5, that's what you pick. Oh,
it
it was a
wasn't a
D6. Okay, never mind.
All right.
So that one has disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. And that ends my turn.
Okay, so she's scrambling right now. She's gonna cast Rift Stitch.
Okay.
We're in Denoa. I'm sorry,
We're in Denoa.
I'm so like confused. We're in Dorma, and she's just gonna try. Like, she's so confused on how she got here. We didn't go through a rift. We didn't go through so she's really confused on how the planes are like melding together. So she's panicking, and this is what she's gonna do. So she's gonna cast it again at 2nd level, 4 total, and she's just kind of in the middle, just
seeing what happens.
just seeing what happens.
All right, so I'm gonna say your rift creation that you had created is starting to dwindle. And then you cast your Rift Stitch spell, and you see it starting to close that rift the rest of the way.
Okay.
But right before it gets to being closed completely, you see a bright light kind of emerge from, like, what had happened was that light being that Vasa had ran into dove through the rift right before it closed.
Oh, so it left Dorma?
No, it entered into Dorma.
It came back?
The light being that Vaso saw, you guys haven't seen yet,
Okay.
has just entered the battlefield through your rift.
Okay. I'm even more confused, but he's here now, so that's fine. Okay, so she's doesn't think that did anything. She's really, again, confused. And is going to, I guess, just shoot an arrow. Actually, she's going to do nothing. I take that back. She is very confused and kind of losing it a bit. So her turn's over.
As soon as this golden figure enters the battlefield, it's kind of dove through, so it's laying on its side. You guys notice that all 3 of the dogs that are still up immediately take note of this bright figure that just entered the battlefield. And they immediately all 3 of them turn and start running towards this new figure that is here. And it is now a 3-on-1 battle with that light being that's laying on his back trying to defend itself. You see it reaching for its sword, but it's definitely getting overwhelmed. And that's what's happening on the enemy's turn.
Okay.
So we should probably go help it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably. You know.
Well, you lead the way.
Yeah.
It's your friend. No, I mean, this is your turn, and it's your friend. So, you know.
So Vasto is going to follow the Denoa and I get just attack him.
Okay, sounds good. You have advantage on these attacks?
20, non-natural.
All right, 20, you definitely hit it.
8 damage.
It takes the hit, but doesn't really seem to react to it. It is primarily focused on this light being it's currently attacking. Picture like a wild animal that's grabbing onto something, you hit it, but it just doesn't even care. It's just too centrally focused.
Okay. Just going to swing at it again. Advantage again.
Yep. It's not paying attention to you, so you have all the time to line up your shot as you want, which is why you're getting advantage.
15. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
And 11 damage.
That one perishes, so another one is down.
And am I within 5 feet of the other 2?
Yes, you are.
Good.
All up in
So
the
everybody
business.
gets advantage
All right.
on the attacks.
I'm not going to waste any more spell slots. So I'm just going to keep casting Firebolt. I get advantage too.
Yep.
I rolled a 1 and a 9. But that 9 is actually a 17.
Plus 8 modifier.
Well, plus 6, and then my...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yep.
I didn't. All right.
We did the first couple of sessions.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what this whisper is.
6 damage.
You're going to kill the one that was attacking Red. It was already pretty low on damage.
Thank you.
That's one that you targeted at. So now it's just one of the dogs left and the light being, and he's starting to get his footing now that he's not being mauled in multiple directions.
Okay.
I'm going to just take my bow out and pump 2 arrows into the last dog.
Okay.
I get advantage.
Should you?
21 for the first hit, 12 and another 4. Yeah, 16 damage.
Because we're also high. I keep
then-
thinking it's
Ooh.
to hit.
27 to hit.
That hits.
And 7 damage.
Doesn't quite down it, but it does get enough of the energy out of the death dog that the light being is able to regain its composure. And then as it stands up, it unsheaths and just slices through the dog with its brilliant blade. Kincaid, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I like this game. At advantage or no?
Yes,
I
at
just asked-
advantage. Doesn't matter.
I rolled a 4 and a 4.
Okay.
7, I think.
You don't notice anything particular at this point.
8, if that makes any
My
difference.
favorite thing about tonight is Ryan keeps flipping his page back and forth.
I got two. I
Yeah,
got
it's like you're
all my
hiding it.
spells. I got. Well, you know, I got stuff.
I love it.
I got my notes wide open.
I know.
See, obviously, I think you wanted us to read your notes.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel and pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show. All right, so we are now out of combat. There's a light being that is getting its composure, standing at this point in the middle of all of you.
I'm gonna approach the light being. Hi. And she's gonna put her hands up, like so he knows, like kind of like she isn't gonna do any harm to him. Hi. Thank you.
As you are approaching, it kind of melds in front of you into the shape of a elf.
Okay. Hi. Thank you.
It just bows.
She's gonna bow back.
And Vaso is going to be, thanks, good to see you again. Can I get your name this time?
As it turns to Vaso, it looks much more intrigued. And as it's walking towards you, it transforms from a elf into a little halfling. And then walks over and puts their hand on your pocket.
And so his hand just on my pocket. Like Vato is like, he doesn't know what to do. He's just kind of like looking down, like just kind of confused. Like,
After a second, you realize that you had put the ring that you had found in your pocket.
oh, so he's going to reach in, going to pull it out, and he's going to look at it and maybe give it to the guy.
To the light being.
Yeah.
The light being puts their hand out, or you'd put the ring in their hand.
Yeah.
And then they kind of hold it close to their chest. And it starts to glow a little bit. And then they look at it and then hand it back to you. And now it's a ring that's glowing a little bit.
Oh.
Put it on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Vaso's going to put it on.
Okay. It magically resizes to fit your hand.
You're supposed to say I do. I think that's how this works.
And I don't know how to explain it, but your AC is going to go up by 1.
Ooh.
As you've just acquired a ring of protection.
All right.
Oh. Ring of protection.
Do I just feel stronger? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your skin feels tougher because you're unarmored right now. Since you're a
I picture
barbarian.
like watching you slide it on your finger, and all of a sudden, your whole like this little like glowing film kind of goes over your entire body, and then like just like disappears. Like you have this little like
Maybe like the light from the ring
Yeah.
goes through your veins.
yeah, like you just you have this little like film of protection on you that we can't see now.
Nice. Okay.
And I did forget, Red, you had the diary, right?
I had the diary in my hand,
Okay.
earlier, because I was using it to like glow.
What had happened to that diary when you got attacked? We'll say you dropped it because I forgot that you had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have.
You know, when the combat started, you might
Yeah,
have just
no, I
dropped it.
probably. I dropped it. I would have thrown it in my bag.
Okay, sounds good.
Should we go back and look for the diary?
I don't know what to think. Kincaid's just looking at the corpses
All right.
to see if more light shards fell or other trinkets fell.
All right, so go ahead and roll a perception check.
Bad at these today. No.
No, you're kind of distracted by the light person. You're trying to do this, but something keeps drawing you back to this golden light that you're seeing. You're not quite sure, but something keeps pulling your attention. You just can't quite
Connect the dots.
connect the dots. Yep.
So Vato, I want to roll a history check, and I want him to see if he remembers studying anything about light beings back at the Order.
Okay, sounds good.
So 13 total.
Yeah, I don't think you would have read anything about light beings, even with a 13 roll. There's just not much research on light beings because this is the first time you guys have even seen one or heard of one.
Okay.
Is the light being still in front of us?
It is. It's kind of just staying there looking at Vaso.
Just talk to it.
Okay. I don't think he talks.
Give him something else.
He's gonna search his body. Does he have anything else on him?
So she's gonna roll. Can I go through my bag? Do I find the diary in my bag?
Yes, you find the diary in your bag.
I'm gonna give it to Vaso to
All
give
right.
to him.
And then he's just gonna kind of maybe hand it to him.
As you're holding the diary out, the halfling figure transforms into a half-orc. And then same thing, reaches its hands out, waiting for you to place the diary in its hands.
And then he hands it back.
Same thing, yep. He puts it to their heart, it glows a little bit, and then hands it back to you.
Okay, I'll grab it. And anything happen?
Nope, nothing happens.
I'm gonna open the diary.
Okay.
And was there anything in there?
There are some words in there, just like you would expect to see in a diary.
We don't know what was in there before.
We didn't read it. We never opened it. We respected the privacy.
Of the diary.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll read the first couple lines, see if it says anything. Like how many words are in there?
I mean, it's pretty much like
492.
it's pretty much like a 3/4 full diary. So like as you're flipping through the pages, the last quarter of it are blank. But the first passage that you read is talking about Blake Merle used to live in Black Bay Harbor, but his high-class parents disapproved of his lover as she was just a small-town girl that didn't know how to read or write. So she chose to leave her family.
So I'm going to look at this being, and I am going to ask him, are you Blake Merle?
And it's going to bow really deeply with like a little hand gesture.
Okay.
Woods is gonna ask if she can see the diary, like put her hand out to have the diary back.
I'll hand it to you.
Okay, so she wants to, the fact that it was from like Black Bay Harbor and things like that, so she wants to kind of investigate a little bit more and read a little bit more into it.
Okay. Are you just going to pick a random page or are you going
No, I'm
to...
gonna start at the beginning.
Okay, so you're going to be reading for a while then?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come circle back
Okay.
around.
Kincaid's starting to see a pattern. You know, he just sits there and observes. So he's going to approach the light being with the dagger that he found.
As you approach the light being with the dagger, the being turns from a half-orc into a elf.
Okay.
But this elf looks different than the one you saw before. Now what stands out to you is that the sword that he had just sliced the death dog with was more like a dagger and had a little frill scarf on the end of it. And it looks very similar to the dagger that you're holding.
Can I ask if he was a member of the Purple Blade?
Same thing. He does a really deep bow.
Are you from this homeworld, or are you from this one? And points at the trident.
He looks confused by the question because he's looking around and it's dark.
Okay, can I ask, do you know this? And he points at the trident.
And then he points at his sword, like gives like a thumbs up.
I'll just do it back, yeah. All right.
Are you going to try to hand him the sword or no?
Yeah, I was offering him the dagger.
Okay,
You
so
know.
same thing. It'll put its hands out, try to get you to present it. Put it to its heart, starts to glow, and hands it back to you. And I don't know how else to describe it other than the blade seems very sharp, and you seem to know how to wield this dagger very well.
Okay,
And it is a +2 magic dagger.
cool. So when you said he turned into an elf that I didn't recognize, like how so?
So far you guys have seen an elf originally when Woods was talking to it, and then it transformed into a halfling when Vaso had the ring, then it turned into a half-orc, and then it turned into an elf, which all four of those were different, like different body types,
Different
builds.
people.
Yep, different people.
Does Vaso remember back in the town, like when people were coming up, asking about or saying like if you run across this object, or I think there was like a pocket watch, or like there was a bunch of random requests,
Yep.
like to look out for. Do I remember who asked? Like, do I remember like,
Yeah.
was that person an elf or a halfling or?
Everyone was dwarfs that you were asking because you were in the dwarven
Okay,
town.
I guess there was only dwarves and elves there.
No,
Yeah.
good. I like where your head's at, though. Oh, that was good D&D.
Go ahead and roll a history check. And Red, you can roll one as well.
10.
16.
With the 10 and a 16, I'm giving you a little bit of a boost because you were Nomus's roommate. Earlier, last episode, we had talked about you guys already know the Purple Blades a little bit because Nomus liked to tell the folk tales of the Purple Blades. So you guys are aware that the Purple Blades was an adventuring party, but they weren't part of the Order of Light. But they were an adventuring party that was of pretty good renown. But you will remember that that party disappeared about 30 years ago.
And I remember this. Like, we both.
With your 16, I think you would remember some of the stories. And
Are they like, so, and she's going to look at Vaso, like, are they here? Like, did this place, and now she turns to the light figure, did this place kill the Purple Blades?
And with that, it takes a deep bow.
Looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.